Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak Part 3. In the previous video we went down to the knot sewers and did our combat tutorial opening stuff, and then like our boy got murdered, which, you know, I mean, it happens to the best of us. Now we're supposed to be going to the cafe, but first we'll talk to people. Also, in between videos my power went out for like a few seconds, so if there's a random cut in this video, it's probably because I lost power, which it does seem like the weather's it was storming real bad for a little bit there though. It's been raining a lot here lately. Like this is like the third
kind of shop is
hard
this?
rain in a row.
It's a car repair shop. Basically heaven on earth for guys like me.
I think that car would have hit me. Alright, work's done for the day now. Honestly, my commute's doing a lot better since I started biking to and from. Speaking of, I heard the Grand Circuit has a huge turnout yesterday. I heard the crowd was so dense you couldn't get anywhere on that side of town. Hope their cycling race is just as exciting as that someday. Nah, no offense, nobody cares about cycling as much.
Not this way.
Maybe I don't got any time to waste. Brother, you're the one who said the place wasn't open yet. It's really late now. Let's go home, Arl. What? Wow, I want to keep playing. Can we hang out a little more, please? We can't. Remember your mom told us to get home early. Why do you care what she says? Do you care about Oma more than me? Oma? Does she mean mom? That's not true. Your name shouldn't be Rooney. It should be Weenie, because you are one. Fucking got his ass. Ooh! Come on, that's not fair.
That's a Septian temple? It almost looks like a Central Eastern version of a church.
That's because it basically is. Edith has more than its fair share of Central Easterners.
Oh, my leg! Oh, God, you gotta pay! God, get back here! I got your license plate! Get back here! Oh, you broke my leg again! Oh, I know you're really gonna have to pay for it! Oh! I do love that we just run faster than the cars. Horizonheim. Oh, can we go in here?
Whoops.
Okay. Oh God, my leg! I just got that fixed up in Alaska. I mean, he does move pretty swift. Ain't nobody denying that. And if you are, you shouldn't.
Right here.
Something bad happened nearby? The police just stopped by to ask some questions. And then I said, what? Somebody who ate my bean and shrimp taco died a violent death. Well, you know, my meat just can't be handled by anybody. It's the middle of the day, for crying out loud. I guess it's not really meat, but you know what I mean.
Stall set up along the river.
What's with the food here? It doesn't look the best, but it's dirt cheap and doesn't skimp where it counts. Flavor. It's not high-end by any means, but it's so good I can't stop stuffing my face. How dare food this delicious exist? Lady, you haven't even eaten that shit.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
Taco ain't been touched. Oh, you just had like a little talky thing, but you couldn't actually be talked to? Huh? Shino's food truck's not here today? I was only hoping to grab a drink and get my mind off everything. I just can't catch a break. I don't even have anyone to vent to now. Whatever, it's less calories for me. I'll go for a run instead. Maybe he'll notice me if I shave off this weight. What weight? Mate, who needs dinner and drinks anyway? Okay. No, don't let me just go to the dang sewers, boys. You know how it is. Can I help you with something? This is a restricted area. I'd appreciate it if you'd stand back. We're dealing with a incident inside. We're sure we've had no shortage of those lately. Almost like there's some sort of mischief afoot. Possibly some sort of evil schemes going on. Alright, time to get ready to open up. We got 2 acts on bill tonight, and I'm sure they're gonna fire up the audience. That said, looks like things are fired up enough outside. Something happened?
Okay.
Don't okay me. I'll be ready when I'm damn well ready. Not a lot matters in this biz as much as public opinion, but that you might as well not even exist. Well, that's what we wanted, right? We've come so far. Why give up now, Natalie? I mean, she's going through some struggles. What if she's going to be at the show later? You guys got anything to say? At the very least, she's a damn side quest later on. I'm calling that. I'll go ahead and make that prediction.
Whoops.
Oh, you want me going there? Alright, I think we're good. How do I... the map? Okay. I didn't pay attention. Do the dots change color when you talk to them? I noticed the little icon does, but... I think the dots were changing color, but... I wouldn't bet money on it. Looks like it's getting ready to open. Should I go in anyway or keep wandering around? The main story will advance upon entering the cafe. Well, can I go anywhere else? No, I mean, if they want us to even walk into some of the shops, I doubt they'll let us go back to, like, the other place. Okay. Figured I could check. You know, maybe that's where they hide the secret dialogue that tells you the end of the game already. You go back to talk to the little girl.
Well, hello again, handsome.
What
I've
up?
been waiting for you. I figured you'd show up early enough. I suppose the girl next to you is your client. She suits that uniform to a T.
What? Ah, come on. We only just walked in the door and you already got her red. That's Bermotti?
My name's Bermotti, sweetheart. I'm the owner and bartender of this fine establishment. Van and I have a very special relationship.
Damn true. You have a boyfriend? We just scratch each other's backs and other stuff. That's all. Helps that he makes some of the best coffee and cocktails in town. He's also a first-rate information dealer with a hell of a lot of fishy contacts. Oh, I see. Man, I really am glad they didn't do the whole... No! I would never have a boyfriend... Like, they didn't do the whole performative thing that, you know, you would think they're setting up that punchline. I like that it's just kind of blown off. My name is, whatever her name is. Agnes. And it's a pleasure to meet you. Isn't she a polite one? What a lovely client you have today. Assume whatever led you here... Regards, Giacomo? That's right. Word travels fast. Of course it would. The scene of the crime was practically in front of my front yard. Found him difficult to like as someone in the same trade. But I've never wished this on him. Even if he did, most likely bring it on himself. What do you mean? Well, he did put his hand in the fire. Guessing it was last night? Well, guessed. You're absolutely right. One of my sources tells me he tipped off the police. Said a criminal gang was in the midst of a massive drug deal. That's no good. Not that uncommon. But I'm more thinking it was a hoax. Indeed it was. The police arrested several from the scene, but they found no evidence that drugs ever changed hands. However, it did like they were in the middle of a dispute of some kind, but who the other party was they could not ascertain. The ones caught were also saying something along the lines of... Who ratted us out? They wouldn't have done it, so it was someone on our side? Judging by what you've said, sounds like those criminals in that other party were still scheduled to do some kind of deal, even if it wasn't drug-related. And Giacomo called the police on them, creating confusion by doing so? Well, well. Yeah, you're dead on. He then took advantage of that to make off with something from the scene, and ended up with a one-way ticket to the other side for it. My thinking is along the same lines of yours, though I haven't got a clue what the something in question is. As for how I was able to make off with it completely undetected, I can only speculate. Must have been some kind of trick to it. You don't think he used a Zypher, do you? No, there's not many of them in circulation. Oh, yeah, lady, can you turn invisible? I don't think he used the... I think he used the previous model, which fit his objective much better. There's a fair number of them making the rounds in the black market these days. A Ramda, huh? Oh yeah, that's what they were called. I thought Zypher didn't sound familiar, but... Calvert's 5th generation Ordmet? Yeah, the one developed between Vern and the Epstein Foundation a while back. You know, these were police and army for a while, but as soon as the 6th gem was introduced, they wasted no time dumping it and said, yes, you do have to buy new quartz, fuck you, pay me. Life was better, sure, but the Ramdo was just as good as Erebonia's Arcus back then, with its most notable feature being stealth capabilities. So you think he used that stealth to hide something? Right, well, less something and more someone. Himself, it lets you disappear as if by magic. Actually, yeah, the really old generation ornaments used to be able to turn you invisible too, but we lost that technology sometime. You know, you used to be able to just, you know, cast stealth on yourself, but nope. They upgraded the model and got rid of that feature, just like the damn headphone jack. How long it lasts depends on the user, and it can't avoid tripping sensors. But slipping into a scene that's already in disarray and stealing something, that'd be child's play. That does all make sense. Puts it all into perspective for it, huh? You know, it doesn't put into perspective. Your eyes not being open. Can't see shit, bruh. Well, when we charged in the maintenance room after hearing a scream, all we found was Giacomo's corpse. Well, we weren't the only people who were there. Criminals who slit his throat were still there too. They just snuck right past us using Ramda's stealth capabilities. What fearless criminals they are, certainly not bottom of the barrel. We could be dealing with Jaegers, or perhaps whoever they are, they've recovered what they're looking for, so I doubt you'll find success in pursuing them any further. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh? No, he wouldn't keep me waiting.
Here are all the bases he used for the past few years, complete with security locks.
Thanks, what call this evening?
Oh, and just to add, there's been no sign of any Jaeger Corps in the move as of yesterday. Well, be seeing you.
I guess I'm in your debt again. What was that all about? So, Giacomo had multiple hideouts, did he? That could mean whatever he stole is in one of those, but if it wasn't a Jaeger Corps you had to run in with... forget it. I can't believe you just turned it... You turned to Dingo. Oh, that's Dingo. And right in front of me, you know I'll sing like canary for you any day of the week. Sorry, I never was much of the faithful type. Well, we got a lot of new information out of that. I'm just surprised at how well connected you are. What can I say? I spent time putting my people in debt so I can cash in favors when I need them.
You must have amassed quite a collection by now.
Oh, there's your sword lady. I don't remember your name, but...
Oh! I'd heard you were a regular at this establishment.
Oh, do they know each other?
But I wasn't expecting to run into you just as it was opening.
That makes two of us.
Or maybe she just knows of her.
First Renee, then you. Hell of a day for me.
You've certainly spent a lot of it skulking around. Up to no good, I assume. I imagine it was half your own fault that you got hauled off to the police station.
Wish I could argue otherwise. Should have known it wouldn't take long for you to hear about what happened and come running.
Of course. I've paid a visit to the scene of the crime as well. Giacomo was hardly a pleasant person, but he was a decent informant to use when work called for one. I hope you know that the detectives at the station and that reporter are very displeased with you, by the way.
So?
Your love of causing trouble for everyone and taking advantage of it to further your own goals has never been a bright spot for you.
That's what you say.
Don't got a clue what you're talking about. Damn, this is awkward.
I can't believe it.
It's Elaine. Okay.
Forgive me. My name is Elaine. I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. Oh, not at all. I think we have much to discuss. But we're also both busy, so that can wait for another time. Whoever can solve this case first, the CID, the police, the guild, wins the prize lying in wait. That also goes for our presumed suspects. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. Be careful not to get too involved here, Van. I'm almost certain that the two people who killed Giacomo were from A.
Thinking the same. But I'll chalk myself up to owing you one for telling me.
You know her? What, you do too? Guess she does pop up in the papers every once in a blue moon. Of course I know her, she's really famous. I don't think there's anyone in Calvert who doesn't know the face of Elaine Auclair. She's one of the youngest bracers to ever reach A rank in the guild. They're ace. I thought she was supposed to be the youngest. And they even call her, I can't remember, but it's something like Beauty's Blade. I don't know, it just sounds kind of clunky. Elegant enough for someone so adept with the swordsmanship of the old kingdom. Ah, that sword shit. Hard not to feel for her having beauty slapped on her title. I mean, she should be called, I mean, I don't know what her combat style's like yet, because we haven't really seen it. But like, I feel like they're trying to evoke the idea that she's like real graceful, so she should be like the dancing blade or something. That feels less clunky to me. Are the two of you close? She's just an old friend. Anyway, wasted enough time here. We almost got this one in the bag. We can talk stuff through while we're on the move. To make it short, I think it's safe to assume the thing Giacomo came off with is the orb you're looking for. We know it was stolen from an antique shop a week ago by a gang of punks. Said punks then met with a pair of others to deliver it, and at this point likely had some dispute over Mira. That was when the police charged them to the scene, leaving Giacomo, who called them, to snatch the goods using his ramda. I mean, so if the secret organization is like so secret and spooky, shouldn't they have just stolen this shit on their own? Like, why even bother having to deal with the punks? It's like, that's like a point of failure. I mean, unless they were like planning to, I mean, even if you were planning on executing them all, like as soon as you get the thing to like clean up the loose end, I still feel like that's, you know, that's putting a lot of extra like heat on you. If you just like kill 7 people in the sewers. They waited in ambush for him at the crime scene, murdered him, and stole his ramda and used it to escape. Ramdas are like any other kind of computer, and if they got apps to note things down and store info in them. Giacomo was always a cautious one, so I'm sure he wouldn't have made this info too easy to identify. But I'm guessing locations of his hideouts are on there, so the culprits could use the device to find him. You think his murderers are using the ramda to find which spot he has what he stole in? Pretty much. Fortunately, we've been able to use data on his recent movements to narrow down the top 3 places it could be. One's in front of Trion Tower in the 3rd district, one's near Central Station in the 7th district, and then there's one in the 12th district around the Grand Circuit racetrack on the outskirts of town. Which of them would you say is the most fishy? The most fishy? I mean, I'm just going to say the Grand Circuit because I feel like we should go there. What, I mean, what do you mean most fishy? It's narrowed down the top 3 places it could be. I mean, I would go to the one that's closest to the outside of the town. But I guess there is also a lot of people at the Grand Circuit. But I mean, there's going to be a lot of people at Central Station, and I don't really know what Trion Tower is, but presumably it's like where the government is. Nah, safe to rule the tower and the circuit out? Okay. Till last night, they were both full of people because of Summerfest. Well, do we not? Maybe we want it to be a lot of people, you know? That's kind of what I was thinking, is like, you know, you're massed in the crowd. Oh, I see. Having more people than usual would raise the odds of someone seeing him enter his hideout. Exactly. Who wouldn't have wanted that? Okay. There's a door down an alley just for the station that leads underground. I guess it's Giacomo hid what they're after down there. Okay. Because that would have been my last guess. And that means we should...
The next stop will be in the cathedral in Edith's 5th district. Those traveling to the cathedral or Aramis Academy.
Nah, no we. You're getting off at the next stop. What? Closest station to your dorms, right? Don't worry, I'll have this thing cracked by the end of the day. And the goods with you by tomorrow. And the cake in my belly. But you were fine with me helping you before. Before? I mean, somebody did get murdered. Affiliation of Giacomo's murderers changes everything. You referring to that A group? Yeah, everyone's on guard about him right now. Not just the cops and the guild either. I'm talking other organized crime groups and even Jaeger Corps. If that's who we're up against, I can't promise that I can keep you safe. But you're only 2 levels higher than me. No, we're infinitely more experienced. You wouldn't cut it, kid. So that's what we gotta do. I'm sorry.
We are now arriving at the cathedral. The doors on the left side will open.
Well, damn. I
thought
didn't think
told you
this
to
far
get off
through.
at the next stop.
You'll have to forgive me for being selfish, but you have to understand just how much that memento means to me. It's something that connects me not just to my great-grandfather, but my mother and grandmother too. And that's not the only reason I want to see this through now. A man is dead. I know you don't like the idea, but I feel like I have to be a part of this. Whatever may come to happen, I'll do everything I can to ensure my own safety, and I'll do everything you ask in the field, so please. Won't you let me come with you?
Fine. You're the client. I can see you at least know your way around that staff and arts. But you're gonna have to do everything to keep yourself safe. And if I give you an order, you follow it.
Also, you're gonna need to pay us up front in case you die.
If you fail to
That's
do
just
that,
smart
I'll
business.
terminate our contract then and there. We clear?
Absolutely. Thank you.
If you terminate the contract, we still will expect payment, though. That's part of the contract that we definitely made you sign off screen when we were eating that cake. Or I guess not eating the cake, we're putting it in the
We are now
fridge
arriving at Edith Central Station.
to let the
Those
fridge steal all the
transferring to
flavor.
The Transcontinental Railroad.
It's August 27th, 6:45 p.m. Another date time to remember. The date's the easy part. The times, those are going to be on the test at the end. When it asked the question about what time did the investigation start? 10:05 a.m. Feels like the sun went down real fast. Even at this hour, there's nothing going on. There's so many people. That's how most people arrive in the city, after all. Not to mention all the department stores. Oh no, he wouldn't have gone to the tower or the Grand Circuit. Those places are packed with people. He was instead at Central Station, where the greatest number of people are going to be because they're constantly leaving and coming into the city. How do you think everybody who's at the Grand Circuit got there? They're coming there from the damn Central Station. Also, that fancy new Orbital store that doubles as a cafe has been drawing a lot of customers. Yeah, I know the one. Hard to think how much this area's changed in just a couple of years. Those big screens weren't here before either. But now it's hard to imagine them not being here. The city's changing so fast it makes your head spin. True, it is.
Very good evening to you, Edith. It is now 6:45 p.m., which means it's time for today's evening news.
45?
President Gramhart held a press briefing at the Presidential Building in Vontai at 3 p.m. today. He discussed this year's ending of the reparations from Erebonia, and with it, the impact it will have on Calvert's future.
He also reiterated that he is not going to try and end the world. Probably.
It has been 2 years since the Erebonian Empire launched an unprovoked war of aggression against us. A vile act we were generous enough to forgive. The price it paid in the form of reparations was steep, but every last mirror was, in my strong opinion, justified. I believe its actions, its atrocities, the past several centuries are behind it. I warmly welcome it back to the international community with open arms, promoting an era of peace between us, even when it comes to Crossbell State.
It is kind of crazy that they forced to do it, because usually reparations are paid out over the course of, like, decades.
With reparations due to come to an end this year, some have raised concerns that an economic recession is on the horizon. Those fears are unfounded. We have used these past 2 years to transform our economy, to bolster our capital, to better our technology. No nation has surpassed what we have accomplished because no nation can. We cannot take our supremacy for granted. I have every intention of taking this power and using it to lead our great world as a whole to a more glorious, prosperous future.
Yeah, Calvin, you gotta manifest your destiny, boys. Well, if isn't everyone's favorite president, he's a little heavy-handed, but you can't say he hasn't delivered. I mean, dude hasn't really done. I mean, he just kind of got like hand-delivered a huge political win by having Erebonia fall flat on its face because a bunch of teenagers stopped the war effort. Calvin's GPD passed the Empire's in the first year in office, and this year's on track to surpass that by a lot. It's not really a fair comparison. I suppose that's true. He's been enacting some very dangerous policies across the board, not just economically. Compared to the last guy, yeah, Samuel Rocksmith seemed more grounded. Anyway, I didn't mean to talk politics. I prefer not to waste time in rival territory. You have a rival? Oh, the Bracer Guild. Do you remember hearing they had a branch near Central Station? Yep, maybe they aren't expecting to hear anything close to home, but they still got a sharp crew on board. Let's get to work. We gotta get what you're looking for the duo who got Giacomo to. Right, do you know where the entrance to his base is then? Right over there. Alley next to that old department store leads to the door we're looking for. Yes, sir! I know you said waste no time, but this lady's very important. Oh, I'm so tired. Work's been ruthless lately. I think I was gonna pick up a prepared meal from the department store and get today over with.
This place never changes.
The next appointment's at...
I can't
Not
stop
this way.
staring at Trion Tower. It's so pretty.
It's also big as hell. 230 arge tall, to be exact. Can't miss it wherever you go. When tourists come to visit, it's always the first thing they see.
Yeah, so? Hey, brother, nice night, don't you think? Feels like the breeze just blow my worries away. It's only natural to want to go out on a night like this. I can take you for a ride, if you please. This is kind of a unique taxi. That's one hell of a ride. Kind of want to check it out, to be honest. Sorry, man, got to pass on this one. Where I'm going is just around the corner. Ah, forget about it. Name's Giordino. Or Giordano? Brother, if you need me, give me a holler. Give me a dang
Not
ol'.
this way.
Okay. Man, that was pretty cool part in the way you did that quick old turnaround. Got that Resident Evil turnaround going on. This is it? Yeah, this one doesn't lead to the subway. You can still jimmy it the same way. Was Giacomo the one who altered the locks like this? Not him. Just been a thing us shady folks have known about for a while. A place like this all over the city people make good use of. CID knows about him too. They just leave it alone. They do? Why? Sorry, I keep egging conversations on when we really need to move. I'm ready for whatever we find here. Good, because there's no turning back now. Something wrong? Nah, we can go in. Just my imagination? Yeah, I don't pick up a scent, so I guess it doesn't matter either way. Oh, can he smell random things? Like, you know, Reen could always sense shit? Is he? Does his nose?
His nose is as sharp as ever. Adios knows how this is going to end, but it better be with my classmates safe, Spriggan.
Okay, I guess they already know each other. It's a Station Street underground ruins. Is this place a relic from the Middle Ages? I go back to the Dark Ages, even. Edith might not have a leg up on the old capital's history, but it still goes back to the Middle Ages easy enough. Track on all the subways and waterways we've been building, and the underground's a sprawling mess and a half now. See, I suppose it does make sense that a place like this would exist here when you think about it enough. What? Crap. Spooky ghost! Man, is that a monster? Well, a spirit more like. Never seen them in the capital. What the hell's up with this? You're in the Mirage Zone. Sure you don't want to turn around and wait outside the station? Cafe would be a good spot to... I'm fine. So anyway, she started blasting. I have a feeling my staff and arts will be highly effective against foes like these. So if anything, I'm relieved when I came here with you instead of staying behind. Got me good. Let's do this. I'll back you up, so feel free to go hog wild. Okay, can we like select her as a character now? Alright, let me give you these just in case. These are Zephyr quartz, aren't they? Yep, insert them into your Zephyr slots and let you use different shards. Give it a shot, you pick it up faster than me explaining it. Okay. Quartz. They do quartz stuff. Open the quartz menu. By setting quartz into open slots, you can manifest all sorts of shard skills. Each line has different shard skills. The overall attribute value of a line changes with the set quartz. When you reach a certain number of attribute points, new shard skills manifest. It's worth noting that quartz set into attribute lock slots are worth double their point value. Okay, so you can put them in whenever, you just get extra bonus for matching? Is that what it's saying?
Switching to maintenance mode.
Adding wind damage to attacks? Okay. What other slots do you have?
New shard skill added.
I guess it doesn't really matter, because... yeah, these are just blank.
New shard skill added.
All treasures will be displayed on the mini-map. Chance of nullifying freeze and resisting KO with 1 HP.
Switching to maintenance mode.
Oh, aim is okay. That's like your master quartz. Okay. Arts driver. Okay. Now we're ready to move on. Yeah, let's get this feels like higher elements are active here. What the hell? What do you mean? Sure, you can tell this part just from the fights you've had so far, but monsters usually only weak to the 4 basic elements: fire, water, earth, and wind. Every once in a while, you'll find a place where they can be weak or resistant to the higher elements of space, time, and mirage. You're saying this is one such place? Yeah, pretty sure it is. Either way, we'll soon find out. Let's get moving. The moseying begins. Checking enemy weaknesses via their target info during a command battle. Effective element icons will appear towards the bottom of the window. List of shard skills have been added.
Whew, that hits the spot.
So, like, can I switch which character we have? Okay, I see change leader, but I guess it won't let me yet. Because, you know, if we're fighting magic enemies, it might be better to, like, auto-attack with her instead. Ah, sure snuck up on us. There are an awful lot of them, too. Sure, but times like these, the shards really shine. Time to teach you how to use SCLMs. That sounds like a scam. What are those? You'll see. I'll give you the rundown while we fight.
I'll take you on.
Okay, SCLMs are activated upon making contact with a party member. Okay. Attack while an SCLM is so shard something link move would be my guess. For your partner to form a follow-up attack. Certain shard skills will activate more frequently if the SCLM remains. Okay, so that's kind of like an incentive to stay together. You activate a craft or art while an SCLM is active, your partner's power will increase.
Keep it up! It's working!
Cypher activate!
Just gonna...
Initializing drive.
There! All you, Agnès! Here goes.
Oh, shit, I didn't mean to do that.
It won't lose.
I meant to do that to select it and then start moving it around.
Initializing drive.
I mean, I kind of like that. No, we did completely... There is that side of it. I didn't really realize they'd be able to cast spells. They are very tanky.
It can't hide anything from us.
Yeah, they're weak to space, but does she even have a space art?
This'll hurt. Take that.
Oh, I thought you died.
Got your number.
A chance.
Okay, you do, but it costs like all your mana.
Going all in.
Initializing drive.
A chance.
Rude.
This'll hurt. I'll dice you up. They're down. Ha! All you, Agnès.
I'm just kind of wondering how much it does. Okay, it does like double. I did use all of her mana.
I'll take you on. Ha! Ha! They're stunned.
Sucker. A chance.
There we go.
Now, do you always do a follow-up attack like that? Or glow hammer? I mean, it's kind of neat. Good job. You kept up pretty well. Giving you more of an incentive to stay together, but then there's also the obvious downsides of grouping up. That's the power of an SCLM. Never been able to understand how someone else was going to act so clearly before. Yeah, it's like the combat link system used by Erebonia's 5th generation Arcus battle ordnance. You may have heard of those. The Arcus units never saw much use outside of the Empire, though. Still, combat links are mainly designed to be used by two-man teams. Whereas SLM is a system where it's a lot easier to switch around partners. That makes it a force to be reckoned with when used by large groups. Yeah, and I guess it's a little more freeform, right? You just have to be next to the person. And I guess presumably you can link them together with like all your characters. I never imagined you could use them for so much. Yeah, I'm not an expert on them either, mind you. Still got a lot to learn myself. Even I can tell the Zypher standard has a whole lot of potential. Looks like you were right about that orbital staff of yours working well against spirits, too. Yeah, I'm glad that proved true. The more we do it, the more confident I am in my ability to fight. I suspect we're going to need to make more use of the SLMs the farther we advance in here. It does kind of annoy me they've used the acronym like 18 times without actually saying what it stands for. I mean, it's something link moves, but like shard combo link moves. I'm fine with a little. I still don't want you going out in front of me, though. I can't accept that. It's now possible to change the party leader. Change the lead character with L1. Switch it up to always have the advantage.
Come on, here go, here go, here go, here go. Come on, come on.
Take it from here.
Okay. Just had to do a little tradition there.
Here go, here go, here go.
Here goes.
Suggesting magic attacks.
I'm on it.
Get bopped.
There.
One more.
Charge attack available.
I've got you.
Battle finished. Now processing data.
You think they teach combat roles in high school?
Suggesting magic attacks.
Oh, I keep trying to attack with circles sometimes.
Charge attack available.
You were being bopped?
Now, let's finish the job.
I mean, I could just keep hitting the X button.
Well then, away we go.
I mean, I could deploy a shard, but I could also just not do that.
That looks like a nice chest.
Marble ring, +5 arts. That does not seem like a lot. What even are your stat lines? Like, press on the main menu to open the status screen. Hit points. They're your HP. This all seems pretty much the same. I mean, crits. Man, you had passive crit in earlier games. What am I looking for? Okay, so your main, or you're at 82 normally. Yeah, equip. I guess we're just giving her all the good. Sorry, Van, you're actually demoted from main character. Turns out Agnes is getting main character privilege when it comes to the accessories.
Suggesting magic attacks.
Let's get to work.
Hey, Vaughn, buddy, you thought about attacking? Or Van? Vaughn, that's another JRPG character? No, she just keeps moving away very slowly!
Now processing data.
No! Whatever am I going to do? I mean, I kind of like the chance, considering I normally just skip all random battles.
There's gotta be some way around all this debris. Nothing's jumping out at me.
I think it's a nice system.
Looks like he's deep in thought. I better leave him alone.
I mean, it's a little mindless, but
Wait, is that
random battles are also mindless, usually.
Suggesting magic attacks. Commencing battle.
You're exposed.
I mean, I guess we haven't fought these guys normally, so we could try it. AT gauge, you can steal AT. One thing I will say is the UI, for the most part I like it, but the turn order indicator just seems like... I just prefer the old system. They are pretty damn tanky, holy hell.
Going all in.
What are you? You're weak to fire, wind, and space. Okay, you got all your mana back somehow.
Initializing drive.
I don't know how you did, but you did.
Hurt. Take that.
Get bubbled.
Here goes. No!
All you, Agnès.
They're stunned.
Here goes.
There we go.
Okay, so it seems like you do always do the follow-up attack. It's not just like a chance.
Nice work.
Does that give us mana back? Like, I mean, I presume it's giving us like CP or something.
That looks like a nice chest.
EP charge. There are even more monsters this time. Yeah, I might have an idea to take care of them. How's my boost gauge, Mare?
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Good stuff. What the fuck is a boost gauge? I'll show you. Time for your second lesson in using shards.
Activating shards.
Okay, activate shard boost. S boost with L1. Different effects from hollow cores are activated and shard skills trigger more often. S boost is maintained for 2 turns. S boost full of boost. S boost is extended by an extra turn. Boost chance of shard skill activation. Use 100. Okay, so you can only use S crafts in this. Okay. There's like an extra.
Full boost. Go all out. Good luck.
But I don't know if it's not gonna let me do the.
Activating skill.
Take that!
I'll take you on.
It's gonna.
Going all in.
Can you not cast tier? Oh, okay, it's on a different menu. Alright.
Initializing drive.
I owe you one.
I was gonna say you have it.
This'll hurt.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating skill.
Think fast. Take this. All you, Agnès.
Initializing drive.
There.
Here goes. This'll hurt.
Full boost. Activating skill.
Take that.
A chance.
Okay, you can't really get
What
close
should I
enough. EP absorb back attack bonus.
Here I come. Ha!
She's got the big bopper.
Then
Oh, and you've been.
use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
I understand. Like, so you won't let me use an S craft yet. We have to like learn about that maybe.
Take that!
I'll take you on.
All you, Agnès.
Here I come. Ha!
Okay, that didn't really do much.
Full boost. Go all out. Activating
There.
drive. Then
They're down. Here goes.
activating skill. There we go.
Nice. Moving on up.
That wraps that up. SPs seem like they'll be very useful when the timing's right. They are, though they ain't really the kind of thing you have to save for just the right time. And they did charge really fast. Just use them when you can, that's all there is to it. Ain't that convenient. Keep that in mind. Review acquired XP, Sepith, and drops. You got all those things. Move allies 7 times in a row. A 50 chain hit. Gosh dang. Breakable objects, attacks, stuff. Destroying these will sometimes net items and CP in addition to filling the boost gauge. Yeah, Agnès does not respect your ancient artifacts.
I'm on it. Ha!
Charge attack available.
Oh, these are
Battle failed.
1,000-year-old
Now
pots.
processing data.
I got you.
Don't care. Magic attack go burr.
Ha! 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 Ta! I got down. Yeah. Ha! We're not done yet. There. Ha! 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 Yeah. I won't stop here. There. Ha! Ha! They're done. Ha! Ha! Yeah. Yeah. Ha! Yeah. Ha! Ha! It should be safe for now. Yeah. Ha!
What a massive foe. And the bigger they are, the harder they tend to hit. Try not to get too... Oh, yeah, we're like way over time, by the way. We're trying to get too close. We're best fighting from a distance. Okay. About deadly strikes. Ever so often, certain enemies use powerful attacks called deadly strikes. These attacks cannot be avoided, and if you are hit by one, you'll be forced into battle at a disadvantage. It is best to either keep your distance and remain vigilant for these attacks, or deploy your own shards first. Bear in mind that enemies with low HP tend to use deadly strikes more frequently. Once you've landed enough attacks on an enemy, it may result in a deadly strike. If you're on the receiving end of a deadly strike, it'll initiate a command battle with enemy advantage. Guess you can't dodge them. What? Like, what do you mean you can't dodge them? Like, I mean, if I just don't get hit by them, doesn't that mean I die? Oh, you won't let me out. Okay. Can I save? No.
There! Watch out! That enemy looks strong.
Let's get to work.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Charge attack available.
I got you.
Hater.
We need to be cautious.
I mean, I feel like I dodged it by just not being next to him. You know what I mean?
Shark strike.
Because that actually did good damage. In the past, I feel like the shard strikes have done approximately jack in shit.
Boost level, maximum strength, activating skill.
Yeah, it's for the best. Then.
How much does that heal your EP? I wasn't really paying attention.
If you could.
Take that.
I did 282. I feel like an auto attack may have actually done more damage.
There we go.
I mean, pretty much.
Boost level, maximum strength.
All you on, yes.
Phew, think I have a better handle on him now. You did good, but no letting your guard down because of it. Right, of course. Really was a hell of a performance, especially since this is like her first day fighting for real. No way she wasn't raised with a silver spoon in her mouth, but she's braver than most would give her credit for. Oh, and the weird orbit she's after, and I got questions. Just who is this girl? By the way, what's up? I'm embracing myself well enough against monsters and spirits so far. But do you think you could also tell me a little more about A, since we might be going up against them? Lady, couldn't you let me in the video? I guess I should, huh? Ordinary people are better off not knowing a damn thing. But if they're after your great-grandfather's memento, then I guess there's no getting around it. That's what I was thinking too. First, A is just a code name. Really. It's short for Armada. They're a mafia that go way back here in Calvard. I like the sound of that already. Still, they weren't the bigger group back then. We're not talking about a big Eastern syndicate here. They were nothing. Until they weren't. Over the past few years, they've gotten much, much bigger. Now they're the talk of the criminal underworld. But their name never ends up in the paper, I assume? Yeah, obviously why big papers like the Tyrrell Times won't cover them. But even gossip rags don't have the balls. It's an unspoken rule. Cross the line and you're done. I still don't know what the deal is with this memento you're after. But you really should have gone to the Guild of the Cops. You still could if you wanted. Yeah, you might get like somebody competent and not somebody who's level 6. Come on, man. Well, not my job to force you to turn them. Mine's to be there if you feel like you can't. Or force you to turn to them. Best outcome's here for us to get the goods for A can, then have the guild swoop in and take the glory. 2 birds with 1 stone, 3 even. You make the guild sound like they're your cleanup crew. You really have no shame, do you? Mighty please, you think so. Now, let's get a move on. Of course. Oh, come to think of it. When you first refused my request for help, did you already suspect the Mafia was involved in this? She really is a sharp one. I had a hunch, yeah. There's been something ominous in the air since last night. He could smell it. Change combat difficulty? Never. I think we already set it to hard for the, like, whatever it was called. Yeah, the field battles. But alright, we will call it here. Next time, we will continue going through the underground ruins. Goodbye.